The idea behind the book is that we use multiple pathways into your brain to reinforce your knowledge and hopefully speed up the acquisition of that knowledge. So we have exercises like the one I'm about to do here on page 21, where you take some standard notation and you translate it into tablature. And then at the bottom of the page, we'll go in the opposite direction. We got a D on the third string at the 7th fret, and that's followed by a G, and that's on the 8th fret of string 2. I'll put my 8 there. Then there's a B, that's the 4th fret of string 3. Then a C, 5th fret, string 3. And then it goes on like that. Okay, so we got a B on the next measure. And then E on the 5th fret. Okay, so on the next exercise, number 15, we're given a letter, a name of a note, and we're going to draw that on the staff using a quarter note. And we see those in the first chapter, how they're supposed to be drawn. A little football with a stem going about 4 lines, or 4 spaces. Then there's an F on the line, the top line. Then an E on the highest space. Then there's another F, that's back up on the top line. And then E in the next measure, top space. The C, that's on the 3rd space, and so forth. Once you have these exercises filled in, you're supposed to start up the metronome and try to play them cleanly in time. So the book carries on like that, and all these gray boxes usually have some accompanying theory, because one of the points of the method here is to gain musical literacy at the same time that you learn to read, because we don't really read mechanically. What we learn to do is recognize musical entities like scale fragments, chords, arpeggios, familiar rhythms. So the assignment here on exercise 106, page 112, is to figure out what chords are being spelled out by this melody. And that is described in the previous pages right here. Now, I don't include a lot of familiar songs to practice reading on in the book, because I've noticed over the years that students will just try to play the song by ear instead of actually learning to read. So I recommend that you spend some time acquiring the fundamentals and then go out, get books of whatever music you need for your professional development or your personal satisfaction, and hopefully you'll be prepared to read through those things without guessing at what you're seeing. So in the first measure, we have C, E, G, A, G. I'm going to put a C chord there. Then in the second measure, I have A, F sharp, D sharp, and B. So that looks like a descending B7 arpeggio. So I'm going to write B7 there. Then the rest of the measure has the same notes going back up. Then in measure 3, we got E, B, G, and E, and that is an E minor. Next line, we got A, E, C sharp, A, G, E. That spells A7. So then once that's done, we're going to go back and play it. 1, 2, 3. All right, that's enough for today. Thanks, guys, for checking this book out. Have a good one.